Good morning. It's another smoky morning. Let me back up. So yesterday I did come up out of Snoqualmie Pass and got just about 20 miles, like 19.8 miles in, which is really good. Man, this Washington's been beautiful. The views, lots of climbing, but man, the views are amazing. Even with all the smoke, just everything's so big. So I camped down here about 3,200 feet in a little valley. And when I woke up this morning, I looked at my tent. I did have a dusting of ash on my tent, just like it'd be a dusting of snow. So still plenty of that in the air. Probably gonna rain this afternoon, thunderstorms maybe, we'll see. Maybe that'll knock some of that down. And then, yeah, looking good. I'm at like 2,416 miles, something like that. A lot more ups and downs today, but the views, again, amazing. Yeah, good stuff. So let's go do this, see what we can find today. Catch you later. I was just thinking about how I've met, people of all ages and from different countries on this trail. Got to hear their stories, and I certainly learned quite a bit about other countries, whether it's Bahrain or the Netherlands or Israel or Sweden. And so it's helped my view of what I have and where I'm at. Certainly a better understanding of those other countries and their culture. And in a funny way, the trail here provided a way for me to visit those countries without ever leaving the U.S. With people from all those countries coming here, and the openness that people have out on the trail, not so guarded, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of like I got a bit of a world tour just staying here, which, yeah, definitely good, again, for my understanding of the world. Yeah, pretty cool. There's a waterfall coming up that mountain that's pretty dang long. A lot of different cascades all the way down. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think there's still some snow up there. Might be a glacier up there, but pretty cool nonetheless. Back on the trail. Well, it's like 8:30 in the morning. Should be a lot brighter. The smoke is just getting thick. And I'm in a valley, and just across the valley, the ridgeline there is not that far away, but it's tough to see. It is just thick smoke. And it's supposed to rain. So we're hoping for the rain, I guess. Yeah. It's mixed blessing, that rain. Not fun to hike in, but it would be good to knock this smoke down. Oh well, onward. All right, up a bit higher. There's a bit of a glacier up there, but ooh, it's smoky. Smoky, smoky. This is just gonna be my tent site tonight. Figured I'd do a quick video of kind of a typical tent site. It's pretty good. There's a few roots around. I'll probably try to avoid them, but I'll put my tent down in this area. It's kind of a nice pasture. I'm up here towards top. Just came over a pass. A big rock outcropping there. Not sure what the name of it is, but kind of standard Washington tent site. Very nice. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much tonight. Yeah, we'll see about getting this beast set up. Well, here's what I'm having for supper tonight. Chicken ramen. I'm gonna throw some macadamia nuts in there while it's cooking. Got some chicken I'll put in at the end of it. Right now it's just, I got just the noodles in there. And yeah, it's just a 750 milliliter titanium pot. Boiling water with noodles. I'll add this other stuff and it'll be delicious. All right, here we are again. Another beautiful day in the mountains in Washington. I'm at mile 2441, about 5,300 feet of elevation. Getting started fairly early this morning. I say early. The sun's getting up later and later, so it's like 6:15 or something, 6:20. Had a big thunderstorm last night, and honestly, probably timing couldn't have been better because I got up over a pass, got my tent set up, ate dinner, fell asleep about 9 o'clock, which is hiker midnight, and woke up at about 11 with the lightning and thunder. And just went out around my tent, added a few more stakes and secured it good, and the storm came through for a few hours. Lots and lots of lightning and thunder. Plenty of rain, but no hail, no real appreciable wind. So yeah, tent did great, and it even had a chance to dry out a little bit early this morning. So now I'm just getting going. I got like 25 miles to a highway that will lead to Leavenworth, which is where I'm gonna go next. Either that or Skokomish. One of the two. But anyway, it's nice. Man, the views yesterday, amazing. Washington, wow. big climbs. There's a lot of elevation gain and then straight down elevation loss, but it's worth the climb, man. The view's gorgeous, gorgeous. Similar today, maybe not as much, not as many thousands of feet of climbing and descending, so that's fine. Doesn't hurt my feelings any. Even though my pack's getting nice and light as I'm running, as the food, gets less and less, my pack gets lighter, so that's good. With the rain we got, the trail's not dusty today, so that's good. I'll keep my feet a little cleaner, and as long as I can prevent myself from rubbing up against all these blueberry bushes on the side of the trail, I'll keep my shoes dry. Yeah, just another gorgeous day. Still planes going overhead. I'm not too far away from Seattle, so a lot of planes going in and out of there, I guess. But yeah, nice cool morning. Probably about, I don't know, 45, 50. And we'll put some miles down and up and down. Yeah. There's some clouds out there in that valley. That's kind of cool. One thing about being first on the trail in the morning is you get all the cobwebs. So I've certainly been getting a lot of those. As I mentioned, it's nice that the trail's not dusty from the rain. Also a nice thing is that rain knocked the smoke down, so I can see a lot further now. And granted, right now I've got a cloud bank that's like at or below me. Whoa. Turn this camera around so you kind of see that. Yeah, it's just working its way through. I'm sure it'll burn off pretty soon. But I'm on my way downhill, and then I'll go up the other side here shortly. But probably be wet when I get down there in that cloud too. Yep. So from that storm last night, you can see there was a flash flood came down this little ravine. The rocks are washed up over there, and you get on about 6-7 feet to the base of the bedrock, and then rocks are washed up here. So, and everything's bent over. Yeah, it was rushing down here last night. Yeesh. So the smoke is gone, but so is the blue sky. Just fog. Fog, fog, fog. All right, well, the clouds are starting to lift. It's around 11:30 maybe. And just came over top of a pass, and man, that's a blue lake down there. Ooh wee. Beautiful. Beautiful. I broke a trekking pole yesterday while crossing a glacial river. The river rocks were all wet. It was a lot of clouds in that area as well when I was crossing the river. Long story short, I slipped and fell. I had my hand on this trekking pole, and when I fell, snapped it. I also landed on my knuckles there, and I think I may have broke that finger. It's very swollen and very sore. But fortunately, in a hiker box in this hotel I'm at in Leavenworth, someone had left part of a trekking pole. In fact, it was this part all goes together this way. But they had broken the tip, the end off that third section. So they left this in the hiker box, and I'm going to be able to use this section to replace my broken one, which means I don't have to buy a new trekking pole. I'll just fix this one. I only have a couple 100 miles left, so that is awesome. I like it when things work out. Let's go. All right, back on the trail here today. It's like 3:30 p.m. I just got a ride out of the town of Leavenworth, which is a Bavarian-themed town, similar to Helen, Georgia. Neat place down there, and even neater was the couple that picked me up when I was hitching there. It was quite a drive from Leavenworth up to the trailhead. Must be 15, 20 miles through very mountainous, very curvy mountainous highway. But along the way, we stopped at a swimming hole on the Wahatchee. I'm just brutally destroying the name of that river. Wahatchee River, maybe. Anyway, we stopped there. They had a 6-pack of beer, so we stopped, drank a beer, did a little swimming. There was some red salmon jumping in the swimming hole where we were. That was really neat. Just talked mainly about the trail. So the couple picked me up. The guy's name was Mike. His trail name is Smash. He did the trail last year. And then his girlfriend's name is Taylor, like Taylor Swift. That's how I'm remembering it. But anyway, long story short, I had a wonderful time talking about the trail, the ins and outs, what I've seen, what he's seen, what she's seen. And yeah, and then they dropped me off here. And there was another actual PCT hiker at the trailhead here going the direction they were, that Smash and Taylor are going. So dropped me off. They're picking him up and taking him on the way they're going. That was super nice. Yeah, really cool way to get this day started. It's up here at Stevens Pass. There's no smoke, blue sky, few cumulus clouds around. We'll see if they turn into anything. There's a chance of rain, like I've mentioned in the past couple videos, I guess. So we'll see if that materializes. Either way, I got new shoes and was able to fix my trekking pole. Did laundry, showered multiple times, ate a bunch. Yeah, quite a few things got done. And now we'll just continue on towards Canada. See y'all later. So, kind of funny thing happened. When I was just in town, I was able to fix that trekking pole by finding that top piece in a hiker box and mating it with the lower half of the pole that I broke. And then today, about 3 miles in, I tripped on, let's see if you can see that, and cracked this one. Actually bent it over a bit, and I was able to straighten it back out. So Now we gotta see if we can effect any repair. Otherwise, I will once again be down to just one trekking pole. I have some tenacious tape, some tent stakes that I'm thinking I might employ. We'll see. Gotta figure this out. Always something. Here's an old tent stake that I've been bringing along. It's lightweight aluminum, but the tip's about ready to come off, so I think I'll finish that off and then use this as a splint. Well, rather than splint it, I was able to, after putting some tenacious tape on it and switching the upper handle part, get this one to go slide in far enough to where the crack is about here. So maybe that's far enough where I'll have stability. Guess we'll find out tomorrow. I gotta put up the tent tonight. We'll see. All right. Heading down the trail this morning. Yesterday I was in Leavenworth, cute little town, and then got a ride out with some wonderful human beings. And yeah, went about 5 miles last night. Camped at on the shores of Lake Valhalla. It's a nice place. Spent some time there fixing a trekking pole, which is the second one I broke now in not as many days. But it's all good. I think it'll hold. We'll see. I'm at mile 2474, about 5,000 feet of elevation. It's pretty cool, physically and literally. The weather's supposed to be wet and 10 to 20 degrees below normal for the next 4 or 5 days. So we'll see how my clothing choice and what I've been carrying, that it all works out okay. And yeah, everybody's telling me that this next section of Washington is supposed to be quite epic. So looking forward to this. A few trips like that. And yeah, we're gonna have one great day. Catch you later. So it's a good thing I got up early this morning. Got going really before the sun was even close to getting up. But long story short, I got everything packed and got hiking, and then not too long afterwards, the rain moved in. Started with hail and then rained pretty hard. But yeah, now I'm up on top of a saddle, up pretty high. So no rain right now, but I suspect it'll rain again later this afternoon. So I'll just enjoy this while I can. This is kind of interesting, the way the clouds are rolling over those the mountains there, but it looks kind of yellow because the sun is setting and just shining through on that one spot. Yeah, pretty cool. It's getting late in the day. I gotta find a camp spot. I did hear a bit of rumbling, but hoping to get set up before we get wet. Should be able to. I only got like a mile to go. So we'll just get back on the trail here. Alrighty. Going again today. It turned out to be a pretty nice morning. I'm just stepping out of the clouds now. I all night was in amongst the clouds. Well, I slept back there just maybe a quarter of a mile or so. And yeah, sun's just starting to come up to the east. Just kind of the direction I'm walking to start here. Yesterday I did 26 miles. Beautiful miles. I mean, it started with thunderstorm, but just for just a few hours of that heavy rain, and then it let up and never really got terribly warm, but stopped raining, which was very nice. And there were some big storms building during the night, but they didn't hit me. I set my tent up so that under some, nice spot was kind of a hump so water would run away if it stormed, underneath some big healthy pine trees. And while it didn't rain, those trees just acted like condensation catchers for the clouds that I was sleeping in. So it basically just was a light rain as all that condensation fell off the trees down onto my tent. It was fine, but next time I might think twice about that. My tent would be a lot drier if I wasn't underneath those trees. And let's see. Today, I'd like to do another 25 or so. But man, it's gorgeous. I do smell some smoke in the air. So there's some fires around. But haven't had cell reception for a couple days, so really don't know how close or how far away they are. Just keep an eye out. And in the meantime, just gonna continue to enjoy these beautiful views I've got as I keep hiking north towards Canada. Oh yeah, I should mention too that I'm at mile 2,499, so almost a mile 2,500, and at about 6,000 feet of elevation. Cool, quite cool up here. Fingers are numb, nose is numb, but almost 2,500. We're getting there. Catch you later. Such a beautiful sunrise this morning. I kind of hate to follow the trail that's going to take me down into the clouds below, but gotta do it. Maybe 200-300 feet below me. I'll be there in no time. I know I've mentioned several times about all the berries how there's just so much, but man, here, this section of Washington, again, the blueberries are so thick that it literally, the trail just smells like blueberries when you're walking along. It's like, blueberry. It's pretty wild. And it's just huge fields of blueberries. And it makes it tough to keep going because I just want to keep stopping eating them. They taste amazing, big, plump, so fresh, obviously. Yeah, didn't know berries were gonna be a thing to slow me down, but sure enough. So I've just gone across or over through a little valley, back up the other side. Now I'm kind of just at the top of the clouds. And you can see the mountains, and then above that is smoke from a fire. So kind of this clear spot in between. Pretty cool. Walking through this section, I expect to see the Von Trapp family show up, start singing me songs from The Sound of Music. It's just what it seems like. Weird. There's a mountain lion up there. Right there. I can't zoom in enough, but it's watching me. I'm watching it. It's pretty cool. Being up here above tree line and looking across at other mountain ranges, the tops of the mountains look like islands in a white sea. They're just sitting in clouds, a sea of clouds, I guess. Amazing views up here.